All right, how's everyone doing tonight? Yes, new setup, new studio. Oh dear goodness, I hear myself. No, make it stop. I mean, I always hear myself because I'm monitoring, but I heard myself with a delay, which means I left the Twitch tab open. All right, we're going to see if I got this set up correctly. In fact, one thing I thought about that might be fun, just to start the stream off while we're getting warmed up, is diagramming my new setup. Because it's a little nutty. It's a little crazy. All right, can go off this scene. And the cool thing is, I got my stream deck now, so I can actually check this out. What do I want to go to? What do I want to go to? Do I want to go to my Mac? I don't know if I want to go to my Mac. Have not thought about setting up my monitors as of yet. How do I want to do this? I want to get on different music first. Falling asleep there. Off to bed. Dude, good to see you, Fuzzy. Thank you for stopping by. The best kind of bear to see in your chat. Always good to see you. Oh, wait, actually, before you go, I have an Astro question you might be able to help with. I've been looking at Astro 5, the beta, and I'm pretty stoked about it, to be honest. But if you need to go off to bed immediately, I totally understand that, so no worries. But I would actually start my stream off with going over that Astro thing real quick, if you're able to hang out. Like 2-3 minute stops. No more stack of books keeping the light up. No, yeah, I got proper mounting for pretty much everything, which I'm excited about. What's the mod view URL? The bummer is I'm trying to go live on... I was trying to go live on X, but that did not seem to work. All right, how do I want to do this? How do I want to do this? How do I want to do this? We've got chat. We've got YouTube chat. Although I doubt I see anybody from YouTube. How is the music level, by the way? I tried to adjust it. It was a little loud at first. Boop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doo. Oh, I didn't even put my, what's the actual YouTube URL? That's an interesting... No. What? Oh my gosh. X.com. Don't do me like this. YouTube.com/Nate_codes. Does that show the live stream? All right. Let's pull up Excalidraw. Oh, we don't have the keyboard mic going. Need to get on my Excalidraw plush. Get rid of tips. Sign in. All right. Once I get all signed in here, we can actually look at the screen. I know I'm not showing the Mac at the moment. All right. How's everybody's Saturday doing? What's up, Dylan? How you doing? Good to see you. I might be your father. Nothing like a little bit of reverse psychology. Fig Jam. Yeah, Fig Jam's pretty cool. Figma's cool. Cool. All right. Streams. What's the date today? September the... My watch is telling me to stand up. I literally just stood up. I didn't even start stream for like 10 minutes because I was walking around. Oh, sorry about that, Mike. All right. September 28th. Holy crap. Is it the end of September already? My goodness. How do you spell quandary? Oh, I one-shot it. All right. I can go to the MacBook Pro scene. Y'all should see me now. Am I watching myself? Okay, so here is the interesting thing. I think this works. Yeah, I don't know why the x.com stream didn't work. I went to x.com. What is it? Media something or other? All right, I just like... I can't see what y'all can see because I don't have my OBS up right now. And I'm trying to figure out if it's best to just fly blind on that or if I want to... All right, so I'm just going to check the setup real quick and see how it's looking in OBS, and then I'll switch back over. Is this crop good? Because the other thing we could do is... Why is that masked like that? Oh. That's why. All right, what if we just do the, like, typical streamer thingy? Just do... I don't have the green screen. Be gone, bot. Can't believe my mods are so lazy they haven't banned this yet. Ban. There we go. No, we got a couple followers. Nice. We're so bad we even got spam bots. Yeah, that story checks. I just saw, by the way, I don't know if any of you saw this, but frickin' Theo is live with Matt, Mr. WordPress. That was a pretty... Okay, so I just have to trust that this works. Here's my full screen. Here's my Mac. Here's my PC. Oh, y'all want to help me debug this in Infinity Mirror? No, I don't want to dox my stream key. What am I doing? I just don't know why it's not live. Boomer. But regardless, all right. So we're just kind of testing the setup, kicking the tires a bit here tonight. We will do a little bit of fun things. First off, I want to hear how the keyboard mic sounds. I gotta make another stream deck button for BRB. Okay. Music is a touch too loud. Okay, I can... Wish told me that before I changed my monitor source. I really need to get a KVM for my monitors too. I just have a USB KVM right now. No, you're probably right. I usually turn it down a little bit in OBS. I like it louder for me than it comes through on stream. For some reason, it comes through much louder in the stream, generally. What about the mic? Is the mic peaking too much? Hello? Oh my god. Okay, as long as I don't yell, I think we're good on the mic. So the cool thing is I did get it configured so the music is going to Twitch but not YouTube. And if I did it correctly, the VOD on Twitch should also not be getting the music. So that was a big win. I got multi-RTMP set up so that I'm multi-streaming to Twitch and YouTube. Tried to get X working, but that was a bit of a wash. Although I do now know the engineer that works on X streaming, so I could shoot a DM and see like, hey man, help me out here. What's going on? What am I doing wrong? But that also feels a little bit presumptive to send to an engineer on a Saturday night, so maybe that's not my first DM to him after TwitchCon. Good dude, by the way. Name's Nate. Great guy. We love us another Nate. So yeah, there's like this X Media Studio bit, and that has where I can. Yeah, is the audio better now, Giannis? It's sources. I use the RTMP URL. I didn't use the RTMPS URL. I didn't do. Perfect now. Cool. Cool. Yeah, I'm like. I am perplexed. Do I try stop, modify, use authentication? No, I don't have user pass. Okay. Do I try the RTMPS? Let's try RTMPS. Start. Connecting. Can I see if I'm live on x.com? Do I need to make a broadcast? I might need to create a broadcast. Oh. Yup. Advanced settings, content restrictions. Am I live on x.com? Did I do it? I think I did it. Now, does x.com get the music? Can x.com get the music? Do they? They have VODs. Yo, what up, Lopsided Pixel? Good to see you. Did we do it properly? Is it working? Okay, pop out X chat. No, I want to do this on the Mac. Okay. We are cooking. We are cooking, fam. We are live on X. Wow, one of my first words live on X was fam. Okay. Getting rid of everything on the PC. I'm going... Oh, I'm going to set up the Stream Deck. That's the other thing I'll do. Okay, so... Let's see. Starting soon stream. Let's duplicate that to a BRB. And then here, we're going to do BRB text. All right. All right. That's good enough for a BRB. Throw a little outline on that bad boy. 6 pixels. That's not correct. All right. Now this goes on the Stream Deck. Cool. All right. So now I should have me, MacBook, PC, BRB. Cool. All right. Feeling decent. Feeling like we got the setup set up. The only thing I can't do on the Mac is control the music, and that's going to suck. Because I'm going to want to change the music soon. This is not a long playlist. Yeah, is it... Okay. So now I need to find my... Pop out. Can I triple? Oh, baby. Arc does 3 at a time. The Twitch interface is light, but I'm not expecting much from the other chats, so we'll just do it like this. All right. Not the worst thing. Yeah, we're not even going to get into like OBS and Twitch configuration and stuff like that. We are going to talk about this stuff though. But first, our warm-up. I don't think I'm logged in, but whatever. What are we doing? 30 seconds. Not bad. We're starting off pretty good. The 98 accuracy was crazy. I don't know. I'm not doing elite code warm-up today. Screw that. How do I go again? Where go again? Oh, the question is how much is the mic, the keyboard mic, actually picking it up? So let me push that a little bit. Can y'all hear the keyboard? Is it a good level is the better question. No! I'm tilting. I'm tilted. I tilted hard at the end there. Test invalid repeated. What? 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 Try talking while typing though. Yeah, that's true. I'm not really talking while I'm typing. Last weekend I went to TwitchCon. Wow, that is so much harder. Holy. All right, cool. We're warmed up. Excellent. Fantastic. We love to see it. Warm up done. So this was the other thing. I was going to talk about my setup a little bit. So this could be fun. So let's think about this. No. Level's good though. Good to know. Good to know. All right, so I've got a MacBook Pro on my desk. All right, so I've got my MacBook Pro and I've got my PC. How do I want to do this? Then I've got a Rodecaster Duo, which is audio. And then I've got how do I rotate? I mean, I'm an idiot. I guess I just go like this. But like, I want to put an angle. Anyways, whatever. All right, so I've got the audio routing is actually the most complex part of the setup. So I might do more on that. I might just do audio routing initially. Because what else would there be? Then there's I don't know what colors make sense for monitors. I guess I'll do blue. Light gray. All right, so this is one monitor. So these are my two monitors. I guess these don't need to be so big. This is actually going to be kind of difficult now that I think about it. Holy crap, what did I get myself into? I was like, oh, this will be like a quick little diagram. Nope. Alright, so I'm kind of actually physically arranging this like how it is on my desk, which might work. What else do we have? All stream tests have passed. What's up, Denzel? Good to see you. Good to see you. The scene is on your camel. Oh my, are you? After all of that, me, MacBook, there. Okay, at least I can swap it now. Nice. Professional streamer, by the way. And then my chat tab is over here. Nobody on X or YouTube, as expected, but I do have y'all here. Thank you, Game Your Rylan. AN Game Your Rylan. Thank you for the follow. And the hydrate. Appreciate that. I actually went to see this nutritionist lady because my wife wanted me to. And she told me I need to drink more water. So I'm tracking how many water bottles I drink. And hydrate checks will definitely help. Yo, Giannis, thank you for the T1, by the way. I missed that. I don't know if I've looped on the playlist yet, but okay, so here's the diagram I was working on. So I'm trying to think through my computer setup. See, this is like... This is actually a very thin thing as sits on my desk, but basically I've got... Let's see, hard edges. I want to do routing for this. So we've got video going here. Can I add? I want it to do like, whatever. I want it to do like straight lines, like it adds the break in the middle. But whatever. All right, so the MacBook Pro. Why can't I actually draw an arrow? What am I screwing up? All right, so the MacBook Pro is going to the capture card. We'll start with display because that's kind of easy. The capture card is going... I guess I kind of just do it myself. Capture cards... Dude, this sucks. I guess I just don't know how to draw arrows in Excalidraw. Arrow type. Here we go. This is what I want. So the capture card is going to the PC. The capture card is also going to this monitor. The PC is going to both monitors. The MacBook Pro then is going straight to this monitor as well. So blue's video, orange will be audio, I guess. So the MacBook is going into Rodecaster. PC is going into Rodecaster. Can't really move that. I guess I can move this over. This will get a little messy, a little fast, but whatever. And then the mic for doing audio. Why is it not doing the thing anymore? This type. Yeah, so the mic goes into the Rodecaster. Obviously, the keyboard mic similarly. That looks nice enough. Then the USB dock goes to It's a weird looking thing. Whatever. I have a KVM. And the KVM goes to the USB dock. And then out to the MacBook. And the PC. Does this look too crazy? I've thought a lot about my setup. So I'm like, I finally got it dialed in. And I'm like, I think I can diagram this. What else is the dock going to, though? The dock's going... yeah, just the KVM. Where's my ASMR mic? That's the keyboard mic. So that's where you get the thocky thok from. And that's just sitting like directly above my keyboard, pointed down. All right. So the cool thing, the difference now compared to what I was doing before, there's a couple things. This is the LG. So one, now I have my Mac on 2 monitors. And I'm not really looking at the PC, but the PC is running the stream. Oh, that's the other thing I missed. We'll do a diamond up here for... That looks terrible. And then this has... All right, let's do what? Visual stuff with blue, video stuff with blue. How do I move the... Like, I want to make the curve come at a different point. Whatever. Bring to front. There we go. So then I have a camera now that's going to a capture card over here that's going into the PC. And the most important thing of this whole setup, and the reason I have it like this, because I was really close to just streaming off of my... This is the most important part. I want to try streaming off of my MacBook because I think my MacBook, as of now, because I RMA'd my 4070, so I'm running off of a 2080 right now. And I might have a 3070, but I need the power cable for it. So my GPU situation's a little janky on the PC. I need my new KVM that supports format. Yeah, if I had a monitor KVM, it would simplify a lot. Because right now I am like changing the source on the monitor. Like this is just the capture card pass-through goes in HDMI and the PC goes in DisplayPort. So I switch from DisplayPort to HDMI and back. Sorry. Sorry, ASMR Mike. You are struggling. Okay. But yeah. So kind of cool. I got it all worked out. Yeah, I don't know what else I could change. I guess if I'm doing... I should do this like silver, honestly. Space gray. Good. Mm-hmm.
Dinner's ready. I'm gonna serve it up and bring some to you up here.
Love you. All right. I think we've looped the playlist, but I like this song, so we're gonna listen to it again. All right. Hi, producer. What's up, Lopsided Pixel? Pretty much my setup minus the stream bits. Yeah. Yeah, so the crux of everything is just the Rodecaster, because that allows me to have 2 audio channels to the PC. So if you get all the routing, like the audio routing into this, it actually ends up looking a lot more like... It's like this. I mean, that looks terrible, but... Actually, no, Can I reverse the arrowheads? It's more like that, because I get 2 audio channels from the PC. But that's just confusing. Well, there. This is what you want to get. Whoo! All right, it's $750. So the question is, what's the refresh rate? Refresh rate and resolution. That's what I want to know. $144 at 1440. Can I do 165 at 1440? That bothers me. I mean, because my monitors are 165, so that's what I want. But I assume at 1080 it could definitely do it. I normally just run 1080. Cool. All right. Well, sorry about the flashbang, but that's pretty dope. I have been thinking, like, with a KVM. Does this have... Yeah, USB. How many USB ports? I don't understand. What is that? 1, 2, 3. What's HID? Is that? Okay, USB 3, 5 gigabit. Yeah, okay, that's what I want to see. Oh, the HID is the 2.0 slots. So this has 1, 2, 3, and then 3 that are USB 2.0, 3 more that are USB 2.0, and 1 more that's 3.2. RGB gaming keyboards. Why would you? We're so cooked. Why are they like advertising words RGB gaming keyboards with this? That's that hurts my soul. Built-in USB hubs, USB pass-through. That's good information. I guess the lights on the keyboard take more power. Okay, cool. DP 1.4. Yeah. This is like exactly the KVM I would get. And this is the problem is it's 750. I need to turn off notifications. This is the biggest issue I've had with a KVM setups, and I'm like, the perfect KVM that I would want that would support my setup and configuration would be like $1,000. And turns out, yeah, because I would want to game with it, exactly, and I would run my monitors at 165, so that KVM would support 165 1080 and has enough to support almost all of my USB peripherals. Yeah, I didn't even get into USB peripherals on that, but anyways, that's the new setup, so pretty stoked. I got it really dialed in. I'm doing YouTube videos for work now, so had to really... I mean, I got the camera from work, but I had to redo the whole the studio and everything so that I had a decent filming setup. So the technical thing that I wanted to do is look into Astro. And first, I can explain what I'm doing at work. I plan on gaming with it, worth every bit for consistent convenience. Yeah, the convenience is so nice. Like, having to switch monitor output sucks. Keyboard mouse built in one of the hubs on my monitors. Yeah, that's the other thing. There was a point where I realized the absolute best docking station for a MacBook Pro, and this was like 2018, 2019, I think, the best docking station for a MacBook Pro was a Dell Thunderbolt monitor, because the Dell monitor had enough ports for all of your peripherals, and it ran over Thunderbolt, so you could just plug in one Thunderbolt cable, and it worked with any MacBook. And it was like, that was actually the best docking solution at the time. But it was also crazy expensive. Yeah, the Thunderbolt displays and the USB-C displays are pretty sick. All right, so, dude, I have stuff up, but I can switch to me. I did not, like, make sure things were streamer safe. I did get songs from Tawny, who isn't in chat. I should maybe wait and see if Tawny shows up and then listen to those. Have not listened yet. It's even nicer because then I can swap out my personal Mac with my work Mac. Yeah. Yeah, that's super nice. But yeah, let's talk about, so what I am doing at work. This is the cool thing is like, I'm not going to work everything in public, but a lot of my job is for open source software. So I actually do have the clear to stream and do work stuff because a lot of it's just MIT licensed code anyways. What is happening here? Why am I like very much struggling to get a... Okay. All right, so we've got a couple websites that I'm managing right now. Or not really managing, but Snady.com I've been helping with. Thank you. ASMR mic goes away, so I can eat.
What do you want?
I'll just do this.
Do it now. I'm taking it with me.
Thank you.
You don't want that in your broccoli?
Yeah, I'll do a little bit, I guess. Lopsided Pixel says, hey, by the way.
Hi.
You can see here now.
Oh, they probably saw my hand.
Hi, Mrs. Codes. Mentioned Astro, and tomorrow my weekend code test is set up an OAuth 2 proxy behind my Astro Starlight docs as they are internal. Ooh. Interesting. How are you... How are you planning on doing that? Hmm. I don't know what scene I was on. I don't think these buttons change. No, they do. They just don't look the same to begin with. It's unfortunate. Yeah, my wife got dinner. So, I use Caddy on the work VPS, so it's actually okay to do. Caddy. Oh, nice. Nice. Yeah, I haven't done a proxy in like... Well, I set up like Nginx proxies a bunch early days. That's one thing that I remember. We would just spin up random Nginx proxies to fix cores and stuff, you know, for local development. Alright. I feel a little weird eating on stream. And I need to run ads. So I'm just going to do a 3-minute ad break and go to a BRB for a bit. 'Cause I need to get more water too. Y'all are wrecking me on the hydrates. So, 3-minute break. I gotta change this stuff on the PC. There we go. Gosh, you're gonna make me get that stupid. Why can I not find this playlist? What the heck? Here we go. Yeah, you're gonna you're gonna make me buy that $750 KVM. I swear. Oh. A lot less manual unplugging and plugging one time costs me a lifetime of inconvenience. It's kind of true, man. It's kind of true, especially when streaming. I'm at the point where I'm like tempted to have a third monitor, but I wouldn't want anything huge. I might do like one of those apps on an iPhone that lets you set up a wireless third monitor with an iPhone and just have like OBS on an iPhone in front of me. As ironic as that would be. Naked just remote desktop to his PC just for OBS when streaming that. That's not the worst idea. I did get it set up with not remote desktop, but there's an open source program that you can use to do a digital KVM basically. It's like border or something. It has to do because like you move the border of the screen and that's when it flips the KVM to the other computer. I cannot remember what it's called, but yeah, I had that program set up at one point. I was running a server off of my PC and the Mac was connecting to that. And so when I moved to the top of the screen, it would switch from the Mac to the PC. But there were some issues with it. It didn't work perfect. But yeah, 3-minute ad break. Where is it? Do I need to do 3 minutes? What's the max? Yeah, we're gonna do 3 minutes. Be right back. If you're on Extra YouTube, thank you for being here. But yeah, I don't know. No ads there, I guess. Good stuff. All right, we are back. Sorry, I just figured I was gonna take a break, go eat with my family, just chat on real fast. Let's get the ASMR mic back in here. All right, so the question is, are y'all feeling more of a code stream or more of a yap stream? Because I did think of another option beyond the Astro stuff, which I do want to go over my Astro problem. So basically, we've got 3 different projects. And right now, we have a doc site that's Gitbook and a doc site that is Next, I believe. And then we have a corporate site that's Astro. And the Astro site's pretty darn good. There's some like stuff, because it's a pretty big site, and I just joined this company like 2-3 months ago. So I'm new to a lot of these code bases, but I've worked the most in Synadia.com. Like I've done a bunch of work on our corporate website and just helped them with updates, maintenance, and stuff. And that is on Astro 4.2.1, right? Can I make that bit smaller? Whatever. So this is on Gitbook, which I've looked into, and I think Gitbook is very capable, but I don't think it's the best option in 2024. And then this one's Next. Hi, sorry for an off-topic question. How do you feel about the writing quality on Medium, and any tips to finding the good needle in a mediocre haystack? Oh my gosh. It's actually a good question. It's actually a very good question. I hate Medium now just because of what they've done with the paywalling. So thank you, Igor Imagine 2. Welcome to the chat. Good to see you. Also, I didn't miss any notifications, did I? No. Yeah, so I think that Medium blows because they paywall all their crap. And the problem, I mean, you hit on a significant problem with, like, especially tech education. Oh, the scene is cam only. Such a noob. At least I can fix it fast. But yeah, so Medium sucks. I don't like the paywalls. The quality of writing in general has gone down. It's not even Medium. There's like a lot of dev.to stuff and a lot of like self-publishing platforms that I think are actually great platforms. But there's a lot more people that have started writing blogs because a lot of like code schools would recommend like start a blog about your learning and write about all the, React stuff you do. So there are low quality posts. I think the best way of finding high quality stuff, like the best way to be high signal in what you consume, is finding the individuals. Like you just really have to curate what channels and what people you follow. And so when when you're looking for something about React Query, for instance, you want to go to TK Dodo's blog, right? This is just the best information you'll ever find about React Query and a bunch of other React state management stuff. So Zustand, React Context. But yeah, this is his React Query series. So the first one is legendary. This was in 2020, and this is like just one of the best blogs ever. But look at this. This is a 26-part series on React Query. If you read through all of these blog posts, you will know a ton about how React Query works, and you will understand it at a fundamental level. So this is the kind of stuff that I like. You look for experts. If you want to know about, signals, you go to Ryan Carniato. And of course, the easiest way to find people, like especially if you're starting on Twitter, I always say one of the best things if you want to be like on the cutting edge of web development discourse is you find everybody on x.com who is an inventor of something, right? So you've got, there's a lot of Nates. There's a lot of us. So you've got Nate Moore, who's one of the creators of Astro. Similarly, you've got Ben Holmes works on Astro. There's a lot of core team you can follow. Anybody who's a core maintainer of a major framework. Evan Yu, of course, is the creator of Vue. Yeah, Vue and Vite. And then in a similar vein, Anthony Fu is just one of the most legendary open source devs ever, like historically. But yeah, he's created a lot. He's made a lot of things. He's on the core team of Vue, Nuxt, and Vite. And his blog has great information if you're going deep on especially like build systems and stuff like that with Vite. But Anthony's freaking GitHub is where it's at. Homie, I mean, just absolute open source legend. Absolute legend. Contributes to so many things. Go through his repos, 357 by the way, and there's just so much good stuff. If you want to make slides, is this under a different org? I think it is. Yeah, but he created this as well, I believe, which is great for presentations. So technically not. Yeah, he's #1 contributor. What's another Anthony banger? Hi, I'm here for the Cobalt Dev live stream. If I missed much, no, you haven't. We're talking about how to like find high signal writing. So like the quality of medium.com and blog posts in general going down, and how do you find really good blog posts. And I was saying you find the individuals that are really smart, and then you go to their blogs and you go to their GitHubs and you look at stuff. But what did he call this? Was it Yi? Ni? Yeah, Ni. Anfu Collective. How many orgs is this dude in? What in the world? The repos on his thing are not even... He has a collective of stuff that he's created that's actually so based. Holy. Yeah, like, talk about a legend, dude. I mean, you want to talk about people that just have a massive footprint of impact on the ecosystem? This is insane. Unconfig, import X. I just love UnJS stuff in general. Vitesse. VSSG. Yeah, crazy, brilliant dude. But yeah, so you find the people that are really smart on stuff. Who else? I definitely miss people. We got Solids, so Ryan Carniato. You know, follow Ryan. His blog's amazing if you want anything on signals. Where's the link to his blog? I think his blogs are on Dev. Yeah, he's on Medium too, but now he posts here. This is crazy, by the way. He's joining Sentry. I remember seeing this. Super stoked for him. Huge pickup for Sentry, 100%. But yeah, so if you want to get into like the fundamentals of reactivity and like really low-level primitives, the evolution of signals in JavaScript is a huge banger. That blog post is amazing. Ryan talks a lot on frameworks. So if you want to like really understand the distinctions between how different frameworks do things for reactivity, Ryan's blog's a great resource. We got Solid, we got Rich Harris, creator of Svelte, of course. I mean, you can throw some of the Vercel guys on neck. Well, I mean, it wouldn't really be Guillermo if we're talking inventors. Who's the... I think Guillermo Aswa was actually a creator, but I'm thinking of a core team member, and I can't think... Who's at Meta before? Was it Ricky? But yeah, Guillermo is the creator. Yeah, Guillermo. But yeah, so like you follow a bunch of those people, you find their blogs, you start going through their blogs and their writing. That's my recommendation. It's not easy, but it's a good way to just like find the smartest people talking about this stuff, and read what they say about it. But yeah. So the other thing that we could put on the stream agenda, by the way, is where I was saying if we wanted to do more of a Yap stream, we could do TwitchCon recap, talk about what happened at TwitchCon, which was a good time, and I don't know, rant. Tanner and all the people around. Oh yeah, 100%. Tanner Lindsley. good call out for sure. Tanner Lindsley is brilliant when it comes to TypeScript stuff. All the people around TanStack. Crutchcorn is a TanStack core now. Huge, huge, huge open source dude. Also made the framework field guide, which is a free guide. I'm going to put this in chat because this is really awesome, but it's a free guide. What's up, Igor? Thank you for the tier 1 sub. Appreciate that. Just provide me thousands of dollars of value in 7 minutes. Yeah, I'm hyper aware of this stuff because I've been, you know, this is one of the things I like to, well, I wouldn't say I like to flex, I don't think I ever have, but I joined Twitter in 2008. And when I joined Twitter, like I joined Twitter to follow web dev. So I joined Twitter and I followed Jeffrey Zeldman, Sean Inman, Zach Holman, just like a bunch of the early OGs of the web. Who was the Eric Meyer CSS dude? But yeah, like that was how I started using social media in 2008. It was like, I'm going to follow people and learn about tech. I unironically wrote some GNU code recently to familiarize with. That's pretty wild. Yak shaving map. The course they did. The course TK Dodo did? Oh yeah, I didn't say bye to Giannis, but hotkey machine switching on the KVM, yeah. Yeah, it's a lot of steps, but my setup is a little janky. Yeah, I mean, I definitely missed other smart people on Twitter, but you start to see, oh, this is my biggest hack. So when you go to somebody's profile, Simon Wardley, also a very, very, very brilliant person. This is somebody I call like a legitimate thoughtfluencer. Like when he posts threads, it's like legitimately novel perspectives on current things. Let's see, he goes political a lot, but if you find his stuff on like strategy and Wardley mapping, he has a whole one on Elon Musk. That's wild. Like he I want to find a good example of it. Thoughts on return to office policy. This should be interesting. I haven't actually seen this. The React query course they did with UI.dev. Sebastian, thank you. That was the guy that went from Meta to Vercel, I believe, that I was trying to think of. Sebastian, what's his tag? This is like one of the ones that I know by his Twitter handle more. No, that's Joe. Joe Savona, though. He's on the React team at Meta. What's his last name? Seb Markbaj. There it is. Yes. That is another Vercel React core team member person. Thank you. And then Joe Savona is still at Meta. But yeah, you learn the industry by the individuals, and that's generally the best way to learn, I think. All right, so let's look at Simon Wardley's thoughts on return to office. All right, it happens for two basic reasons. Loss of status symbols, top floor office. Many execs need these to say I'm the boss. This is something I've thought about a lot that I think doesn't get touched on, is like the people that get to make the return to office decisions generally have the best influence over what their office environment looks like. And that goes down a couple levels. So directors are stoked to be in the office generally. VPs are stoked to be in the office generally. The flip side of it, though, that I don't hear as many people talk about is I think for leadership, particularly with like medium to larger enterprises where you have 1,000 employees plus, even like 500 to 1,000, leadership for like directors and VPs can be a very lonely job too. And I feel like a lot of leaders go into the office because there is a bit of a camaraderie there, because they can't talk about a lot of things in the business with anybody below them necessarily. Like there's a lot of leadership information that they, keep to themselves. So it's harder to have casual friendships and stuff. Plus you have people under you that may perceive you differently because of the leadership hierarchy. So I kind of like understand at a human level why leaders, I mean, it makes sense. Again, the incentives are there, but leaders do prefer to be in the office more than ICs. Headcount reduction is the second reason. People will leave due to weakness in the finances. What about productivity and innovation? These are reasons given, but they're all bogus and don't stand up to scrutiny. Ooh, okay. Simon's anti-RTO. However, there's a third: collaboration, stranded assets, offices, etc. No exec likes looking at an empty building they spent $300 million on. Yeah, this is a big one. CRE utilization. And the flip side of this that I want to know more about, I don't actually know like any good stats or metrics, but there is the fact that like a lot of these companies get tax benefits from the cities they move to because they bring so many employees and so many, you know, taxes and income to the municipality. And so there's a lot of people where if they're at 20% capacity in their office 4 days a week, like then the government isn't going to want to give them those tax breaks anymore. Like they're not getting as much benefits. There's not as many people. Like everybody moved to another state and is working remote. So why are we going to give you tax breaks and all these benefits that normally you would get for having huge amounts of commercial real estate too? So part of it could be that they're coming up on new leases on a lot of their buildings or they're coming up on like the governmental process actually is what it would be. But if they're renegotiating that, then they want to be able to say like, no, we have 80% utilization at the offices in your city. So I haven't seen many people talk about that though. Basically status symbols, weaknesses of finances, and political capital. Sounds about right. Did you see Amazon has a return to office policy? Oh, that's concerning. Concerning? Yep, it's the sort of stuff I expect to see at a traditional organization like IBM creaking toward the bin of history. The next gen tended to be remote first, along with a set of other interesting characteristics. Ooh, interesting. Okay. I like this kind of stuff that Simon does. Structure, hierarchical, non-hierarchical. Yeah. Leadership, heroic, distributed, orchestration, top-down, swarming. That's true. Like that, especially I'm working at a startup now, and I've noticed a lot like orchestration's actually better when it's swarming, when everybody kind of directly connects to get things done. Principles are unstated. Principles are enforced in the next generation. Awareness is executive. Awareness here is systemic. Supply chain is one up, one down. Here it's modeled. I don't understand that. What is this? Governance, observation, practice, activity. Okay. I like this one. AI replaces people, replaces tasks. Marketing, justify or challenge. Learning, in-person experts, remote gameplay. Interesting. Motivation, financial, societal. Drivers are output or outcome. Communication, mass influence, or driven by ethics. Okay. And sustainability is a core belief. I can see this. I can see the validity of a lot of those. This is a great thread, by the way. When was this done? 2021, very similar to the population study of companies headed back in 2011, but with different defining characteristics. Back in 2011, people looked at that table with skepticism. Basically, I got told it was garbage. Okay, similar thing. Today, 13 years on, you can't walk into a room without tripping over a big name. Management consultants taking cell-based systems, learning from ecosystems driven by data and DevOps. By then I'll have the 2031 version. Interesting. Yeah, but he has these long like discussions on a topic where he goes super deep. So yeah, I learned a lot from Twitter, man. Twitter does a lot. So my Astro websites. Party next door finally called me at 5 a.m. Dude, get some good sleep, man. Thank you for stopping by, Giannis. Good to see you as always. Yeah, thanks for hanging out. All right, so I don't really like how this is. All right, so these are the web properties that we have now. And this is... So what I'm wanting to do, because we're moving a bunch of our core stuff has moved to Astro. So I think we're kind of leaning towards centralizing on Astro, especially if we're doing something like docs. I think Starlight is a great option. Starlight.astro.build. I think this is a great option for building docs. And so my thinking is for the V2s of these sites, and we've been talking about this, like, this is a big project. I'm not the only one involved, and this is a long process for sure, because the Nats docs, if you haven't seen, they're very large, and there's a lot of people that visit this. There's a lot of considerations we have to take. Right now, I think they're decent. They're definitely not the easiest to navigate at times, or like to find specific things. Although the search is decent, I think. If we wanted like subject mapping, subject-based messaging, yeah, like that's the one I'd be looking for. So I think it's pretty good with the search, but it's just the organization is a little confusing, and some of the stuff could probably be updated. But we're looking at basically revamping the whole structure and working with the customer success team on that. And it's like going to be a long process because it's a very large docs, and there's a lot of, we want to make sure it's good. But my thinking is for these V2s, so basically we're talking about doing a V2, and these docs I don't think are bad at all, but they're having a lot of complaints, so people like really want to update the doc sites, and my idea is upgrading both of these, or not upgrading, but, replatforming into Starlight. And what I want to do here is just get Synadia.com onto Astro 5. So this is the risky part where I'm like, and this doesn't need to happen immediately either, but I think looking forward, I do really like the stuff that we have. And let's go to the Astro 5 beta announcement, because there's some cool stuff in here. I'm going to switch. If I was on the wrong scene that whole time, I would have been so bummed. Let's do some lo-fi. So that's the thinking. Yeah, Astro 5 has some really cool stuff, and it makes a lot of sense for the sites that we're running. We've already got a lot of cool stuff worked out with marketing team wanted a CMS for doing certain pages, really fast iteration, A/B testing different pages. So we set up a Storyblock integration with Astro, and that was super smooth and easy. The way it allows you to just segment your website is super nice. But I don't have a ton of experience with Starlight. I've played with a couple starters. I've poked around the docs a bit. I understand it fundamentally, and I like the architecture. How it's just kind of this package on top of Astro, essentially. But I don't know how to think about Starlight in light of Astro 5.0, because a lot of the 5.0 stuff touches on content. And I'm assuming it'll be pretty easy, but it's I'll probably just start with Starlight where it's at today, I guess. But I am curious to try out the new content stuff. And a lot of these projects are going to be months before we're really going to production with them. So I feel like this stuff is going to stabilize. 5.0 is dependent on Vite 5, I think. They talked about that in the announcement. Or they didn't. It was... Vite 6.0. Yeah. So Astro 5.0 beta updates to Vite 6.0 beta as the development server and production bundler. No, Astro V5 will remain in beta until Vite V6 has been released as stable. So Astro 5 has a dependency. They're not releasing until Vite V6 is stable. And let's look if we can see anything on Vite 6. This is from February 12th. Let's look at their releases or tags. All right, so they're in beta. Beta 2. Okay. So they're going pretty decently fast on development. Could be here soon, depending on how good the beta is going. But yeah, you know me. I just like... I like where Astro's going. So this is the... Let's see. This is the V5 beta docs. But it's the content layer is a really interesting thing. Because now they're basically setting up... It's essentially like you're making a database within Astro. So you set up loaders, and you can use loaders that allow you to load from different content sites, different APIs, and from local files. And so you can load in like Markdown and stuff with a glob loader and use that to define stuff. And then you define a schema as well using Zod. And so I've seen a couple new content collections. No, this wasn't the page I'm looking for. Oh, this is content layer. The content layer API allows you to fetch your content from outside of the src/content folder, whether stored locally in your project or remotely, and uses a loader property to retrieve your data. Collections stored inside the src/content will be treated as legacy collections that do not use a loader to fetch content. Yeah, this is it. So the built-in loaders, 2 built-in loader functions, glob and file for fetching your local content, as well as access to the API to construct your own loader and fetch remote data. The glob loader creates entries from directories of Markdown, MDX, Markdown, or JSON files from anywhere in the system. It accepts a pattern of entry files to match and a base file path where your files are located. Use this when you have one file per entry. The file loader creates multiple entries from a single local file. Use this when all your entries are stored in an array of objects. So yeah, excuse me. So yeah, you use a regex pattern, basically, which I know everybody's going to love the regex. We're big regex fans around here. And then you put the base directory, and that's just pulling in your Markdown files or your Astro components or whatever it is. And then I guess file is if you have a data file. So you have a JSON with an array of objects. Load this in. You get these collections, and then what's probes? Loader can accept an array of multiple patterns as well as string patterns. Load all Markdown files in the space probes directory except for those that start with Voyager. All right, so it's all Markdown, not Voyager anything. So you can do an array of patterns, and then you're giving it the base there. Okay, this is the schema they're defining on the probes collection. So probes have name, type, launch date, status, destination, and notable discoveries. This looks so nice for a lot of reasons, but you can build a custom loader to fetch remote content from any data source, such as a CMS, database, or an API endpoint. Using a loader to fetch your data will automatically create a collection from your remote data. This gives you all the benefits of local collections. I don't know if I should... I want to play with this. I want to spin up a new project and try this out. No, the thing I would do to try out Astro 5 is I would try the upgrade. I would just rip it and try to upgrade on the main website. But do I want to do that on stream? No, I don't think I want to work on that repo. Because the other thing I'm doing is basically just doing a Starlight build out. So what we can do is start building out the navigation and the content for a new doc site for basically these V2 prototypes that we're starting to work on. It's not really a prototype because in theory it should be the main site once we're done with it. But yeah, so... Wait. I'll just clear all of those. Great, did I just make a new arc window on accident? Alright. Another thing I gotta figure out is, hey, what's up, Leah? How you doing? Making a blog? Making docs, actually. So I should update my titles. I don't know how the heck to update my title on X, or what my title is, for that matter. But I should update the information. How are you doing tonight, Leah? Why can I not? I just see test stream as the title on X. Okay, cool. I have no... Oh, I do know how I would change that. Okay, this is really nice, not gonna lie. Having the second monitor up here. Can I not change the name while it's live? And if I go to edit, it literally makes a clip. I guess I can start it, or I can restart it. Is there a way to see? All right. I'm over figuring out how to change that. All right. You're taking a break from coding? Well, I am just starting coding. Funny thing to choose to do with your break from coding, but I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good. Yeah, things have been good. Nix, what is up, dude? Good to see you. How are you doing? It was great hanging out in TwitchCon. I do know how to click go live. It would seem I remembered that. It did take me a while this time. It did take me quite a while. I'm going to do a quick break, I think. I'm going to just do a 60-second break or so. And we are going to get into Starlight. I completely blanked on a sec for there was something else I needed to do on the PC, but I can't remember now. Anyways, BRB. Oh, the first 9 minutes were a setup stream, of course. All right, so. Dash dash template. What? I don't know if I actually installed PNPM. I did. I love Houston. All right. I'm playing the right TypeScript. Yes. Strict. Yes. All right. Cool. So we've got Starlight. Ooh, and I'm going to get a link I've been looking for. I cannot remember the name of this documentation framework, but they linked to it in their initial repo when you set it up, which I think is really neat. Okay, so here's the, wait. What I call it, nats, docs v2. Yeah, I can run it with bun. All right, so here is the startup example guide, diataxis framework. I was trying to remember the name of this framework, and I, for the life of me, could not remember that. Do I not have Dark Reader? I guess they have. They should fix their images for dark mode. But yeah, so they talk about what how-to guides are. But the whole framework is pretty cool. Like, a systematic approach to technical documentation authoring. Diataxis is a way of thinking about and doing documentation. It prescribes approaches to content, architecture, and form that emerge from a systematic approach to understanding the needs of documentation users. Diataxis identifies 4 distinct needs and 4 corresponding forms of documentation: tutorials, how-to guides, technical reference, and explanation. It places them in a systemic relationship and proposes that documentation should itself be organized around the structures of those needs. Diataxis solves problems related to documentation content, what to write, style, how to write it, and architecture, how to organize it. As well as serving the users of documentation, Diataxis has value for documentation creators and maintainers. It's lightweight, easy to grasp, and straightforward to apply. It doesn't impose implementation constraints. Am I on VRB still? It's lightweight, easy to grasp, straightforward to apply. Doesn't impose constraints. It brings an active principle of quality to documentation that helps maintainers think effectively about their own work. I like this thing. I think it's pretty cool. I haven't applied it before, so I haven't like worked in a docs team that was using this, but I've seen a lot of really smart people that do docs recommend this and reference it. So the how-to guides are what Starlight is kind of basing this guide off of. And if we pop back over, where's the actual example guide? Yeah, so it has, it's just that and the example reference. So this is what they recommend is having a section for guides, section for reference. I'm curious on the explanation. It's a discursive treatment of a subject that permits reflection. Explanation is understanding-oriented. Explanation deepens and broadens the reader's understanding of a subject. It brings clarity, light, and context. The concept of reflection is important. Reflection occurs after something else and depends on something else, yet at the same time brings something new, shines a new light on the subject matter. This is like the most philosophical paragraph I've ever read about technical documentation. What are we? Oh, drop the link in chat. The link for the diataxis framework. Yeah. What are we documenting? We're documenting nats.io. And this is pretty cool. By the way, if y'all don't know, I got a new job. I should actually talk about this more, like have a clip or a command. But yeah, I'm working at Synadia now. So here's the website that I've been doing a lot of work on. But Synadia as a company they're the company behind Nats. The CEO of Synadia created Nats, like he's the original inventor. And it's a really cool open source messaging system. So github.com/natsio/nats. This is the Go client, I guess. Yeah, nats.go. But it's a server as well. And they have a bunch of clients, right? So you've got Java, you've got a bunch of Kubernetes stuff, Rust. You've got it for pretty much every major language. Dylan's here. I don't know if they have... Oh, Camel. I'll have to look into that. But yeah, it's very, very fast messaging system. It's super duper scalable because you can do clusters. It's all subject based addressing, so it's location independent, and it allows for a lot of different architectures. Like it's really good for distributed systems. It's good for it. Basically, like recreates the concept of how to do microservices. Because everything that you do with message passing is basically services. But the core like components of Nats actually handles a lot of stuff for you. A lot of things, like rate limiting, a lot of things around security. It's pretty cool. And they have this persistence. So this is the really cool part is they added this thing called Jetstream, which is still on your like core Nats server. But you just start a server with the Jetstream capability, and that gives you persistence. So then you can do streams, you can do data streams, and you can do a key value store and an object store. And they have these are set up, and it's basically just composed together out of a couple conventions within the core messaging system, but it's nothing magic. It's literally just there's a subject convention for how, buckets are done and how key value stores are done, and then they provide convenience functions on top of the core clients. But it's really nice because it allows you to do full server. You can do meshed stuff. You can do service meshes super easily. So it's pretty crazy technology. A lot of big companies use Nats and a lot of distributed stuff. Get Dylan to make the OCaml client, dude. That would not be a bad idea. Wait, where is the clients? Server clients? No. That's the other thing, though. You can embed it, and so Nats in its entirety is, I think, a 40 megs, or is 20 megs. But it's a single binary, right? So it's written in Go. You can compile it into a single binary that's 20 to 40 megs, and so it's really good for embedded systems, too, for small devices. So I'm going to get a couple Raspberry Pi Picos and set up a Nats server. I'm going to plant a couple at my family's houses. Hey, Code Girl, thank you for the sub. Subbed for 6 months? Wait, what? Yo, people got to stop doing 6-month subs. You don't know if I'm going to stream for the next 6 months. Thank you. Thank you very much. Holy crap. Welcome in. Good to see you, Code Girl. It was great meeting you at TwitchCon. I appreciate that. Dude, I wish you could disable the 6-month sub for 6 months in advance. That's a lot of pressure. Nice. I'm currently running MQT. Yeah, for my Mesh Computer Server Power API. Very cool. So that's another. Nats supports MQTT, so you can use this. You can use the MQTT protocol if you want with a NAT system. So I know people that have plugged in and connected and integrated their whatever they have in NATs with an MQTT device, and it's super handy for that. But yeah, logging, superclusters, gateways, leaf nodes, there's a lot you can do with NATs. So it's a super interesting tech to work on. I love it because I get to learn a lot of new things. I've built a lot of distributed systems, but not with tech like this in my career, right? I've done a lot of AWS primitives, a lot of Kafka, Sidekick, Redis, Rescue. I've run a lot of components that do what Nats does. But before getting this job, before like a month or two before getting this job, I hadn't used Nats before. So I've been learning a lot. Oh, we do have one person on YouTube. Lester, welcome in. How you doing? I don't know if this was a while ago. Po2CA or PolCA. I don't understand your message, but thank you for being here. Appreciate that. But yeah, so it's pretty cool. It's pretty fun. But this is the docs that we're trying to revamp a bit. And so it's like I said, it's a very large project. You can see that like there's quite a few pages in here. There's quite a bit of content, a lot of, really technical guides, a lot of good architecture, a lot of images, videos. I actually really like this page. This is kind of the like where I was thinking the explanations bit would apply from the diataxis framework. So basically talking more at the conceptual level of stuff. Explanation is characterized by its distance from the active concerns of the practitioner. It doesn't have direct implications for what they do or for their work. This means it's sometimes seen as being of lesser importance. That's a mistake. It may be less urgent than the other three, but it's no less important. It's not a luxury. Maybe this isn't what I'm thinking. No practitioner of a craft can afford to be without an understanding and needs the explanatory meal it will. Because I was thinking explanatory stuff for like some of the basic fundamentals. But maybe they would be more of a tutorial. Tutorials learning oriented. How-to guides are goal oriented. Okay, that's a good distinction. So the tutorials are less likely to be pragmatic. How-to guides are more likely pragmatic, like stuff you would actually follow and need it. The tutorial is more as a lesson. Writing maintaining tutorials can consume a remarkable amount of effort and time. Interesting. Genuinely difficult to do, and partly because they're not well understood. In software, many products lack good tutorials or lack tutorials completely. Tutorials are often conflated with how-to guides. An ideal lesson, the teacher is present, interacts with you, and responds to the students, correcting their mistakes and checking their learning. In documentation, none of this is possible. It's hard enough to put together a learning experience that meets all the standards described above. In many contexts, the product itself evolves rapidly, meaning that all that work needs to be done again to ensure the tutorial still performs its required functions. You will also find that no other part of the documentation is subject to revisions the way your tutorials are. Elsewhere in documentation, changes and improvements can generally be made discreetly. In tutorials, where the end-to-end learning journey must make sense, they often cascade through the entire story. Finally, tutorials contain the additional complication of the distinction between what is to be learned and what is to be done. Not only must the creator of the tutorial have a good sense of what the user must learn and when, they must also devise a meaningful learning journey that somehow delivers all of that. So tutorials I would see as like maybe workshops would be a good example, like Epic React, Epic Web Dev. I mean, courses I feel like would be a good example of tutorials. I think of like the Next.js course and the Astro course. If you go to is it Astro? No, but that's our buddy. Wait, is this official? Is this associated with? No, this is James, though. James is a great dude. I've hung out with James quite a few times, IRL. Another good dude, for sure. Astro tutorial. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. So they have, like, checklist. Okay, tutorial tracker. See, this is pretty cool. This is... Is this in Starlight? So far from the diataxis framework, all that Starlight does is give you guides and reference. Starlight tutorial component. Steps. I wonder if this is something that they're bringing in. I remember seeing somewhere they were writing about dog fooding Starlight more. So I don't know if this is done with Starlight, but I feel like they might be moving it too. Okay, yeah. So this is the kind of thing I was saying. It was a tutorial. Is when it has like quizzes and stuff. When it has quizzes and things you can do. Yeah, like this is a really cool setup, but I think the point of Diataxis is saying is that they take a remarkable amount of effort and time. And yeah, I think doing them well is really hard because it's usually some form of interactivity. Oh, what is freaking Melky's project? It's like 3 letters. GFB school or something. Does he not link it anywhere? Is he not? He launched like recently. The Go School. I guess he doesn't have a link. There we go. PFG Labs. This is it. Build real projects with Golang. Yeah, they've built an actual course platform that's pretty stinking cool. So you actually put your code in the platform, or no, you do the code on your computer, you push it, and then it runs it and actually tests everything and makes sure that you're good. So super sick system that Melky's built. But this is the type of stuff I think that Diatax is kind of getting at with tutorials. A tutorial is a pedagogical problem. It's not an easy problem, but neither is it a mystery. The principles outlined below, repetition, action, small steps, results early and often, concreteness, and so on, are not secrets, but they're not always well understood. This is really good, dude. See, this site is just awesome. In terms of writing docs, like, my goodness. Anti-pedagogical temptations. Pedagogical? Abstraction, generalization, explanation, choices, information. Straightforward, effective. Don't try to teach. Your job as a teacher is to provide the learner with an experience that will allow them to learn. A teacher inevitably feels a kind of anxiety to impart knowledge and understanding, but if you give in to it and try to teach by telling and explaining, you will jeopardize the learning experience. Allow learning to take place and trust that it will. Give your learner things to do through which they can learn. Only your pupil can learn. Sadly, however much you desire it, you will not be able to learn for your pupil. You cannot make them learn. All you can do is make it so they can learn. Dude, this is like... This feels like the Bible of doc writing. This is super well thought out. Interesting. All right, well, let's start cranking some code. Enough theory. Let's get into it. So this is what the docs look like today. And we've worked on a bit of an ontology. Let's clear out the sidebar a bit here. Actually, I want to keep that one around. You know what, this is what we'll do. Oh man, this setup is so good. I do have to change the music though. I have it cloned so I can reference it in Obsidian or org. Nice. Use org mode. You an Emacs guy? All right, take it easy, Theo. Have a good night. Thank you for stopping by. Great to see you in the chat. I will be doing more streams moving forward. All right, we have quite a bit of structure to put together. So let's start. All right. What am I trying to do? Change the music before I fall asleep. About 5 million lines of notes. Genesis code blocks my word notes. Nice. Dude, understanding how to navigate org mode and having a long history in there is pretty OP, not gonna lie. What music do we want to do? We'll do this playlist. Let's do C2C. I like this playlist. Oh, the other thing I could try in terms of setup stream stuff, I do have the green screen back here, and I'm curious if I can get it to look half decent. Because I tried with, in video editing, I was editing in DaVinci Resolve, and I tried chroma keying the footage, and it looked awful. Absolutely horrible. All right, so let's see. How would this work? Man, it would be great if it just went over a little bit more. Maybe I can move it. The lighting just sucks on this side of it. I have another light I could set up, but that would be a pain. Maybe? Alright, what happens if I do it like this? Poof. It's not wonderful. I guess it just means main note, set up as org mode, org roam for links, org agenda for to-dos, org babel. Dude, yeah, you're cranking on org mode. Obsidian for collaborative stuff. Makes sense. Yeah, 100%. That's awesome. 800 pages of content, dude. That's legit. All right, so we've got this one of me now. Is my hair transparent? My hair might be a bit transparent. My arm definitely is, I think. I just need to put up that other stupid light, but I can't get stupid Elgato lights to stupid work right. Oh, wow, wait, what? This looks terrible now. Oh, interesting. That was another time I attempted a green screen. It didn't go so great, apparently. All right. I don't think this lighting's helping a ton. I don't know if that made it better or worse. I need to like really sit over here, which might actually be better in some regards. All right. Does this look terrible for some reason? Nah, whatever. All right, so I've got a couple things to do here, so green screen frame that had a light bar built in all around the frame once. That was quite interesting to know how it performed. That would, I mean, that's like the ideal way to do it because that lighting's going to be somewhat consistent. I mean, I guess it's not consistent because of how the lights would overlap, but like better, more consistent than just kind of pointing lights at it. The only thing is I can't get the other light to like actually work, but anyways, let's do some coding. So I've got my Git repo, I've got my basic Starlight. Let's look around a little bit. We've got content config. And then here's the actual 2 pages that we've got. A little bit in the head matter, just title and reference. What's the astro.config look like? Here we go. Starlight integration. And then there's the sidebar config definitions in here. Okay. Yeah. So I'm just going to put v2. Social. I mean, no, what is it? Probably be in that org. Okay, so on the sidebar, we've got guides, we've got reference. So let's append to this so I can keep the examples around and still look at them. But we'll auto-generate. What do we have next? Secure. Secure, deploy, monitor, operate, develop. Okay, interesting. So we've got this journey that we've kind of thought through. I'm not 100% certain this is how we want to build it, or this is exactly what the guy that prepped this had in mind, but this is how we're going to start building things out just to see. So if we pop over here, we can go ahead and create a bunch of directories. So we've got get started. Nope. No, what is it? Get. Shoot, I screwed it up. Secure, deploy. This should be configure. Configure, secure, deploy. I could definitely macro this, but I'm not going to. No, that was it. All right, so I'll make a bunch of directories. No, that's not what I wanted. Deploy, monitor, operate, develop. All right. And we're going to start with get started. Should I do MDX or MD? This is the one where I can't actually check. Oh, I got to fix a front matter issue. That's fun. Wait. What was this? Overview. All right. I don't know any of the like content for these, by the way, so I'm just trying to build things out quickly and kind of get a feel for it. So this automatically gives us all of our categories. We should have, yeah, we've got get started. We've got overview and welcome. Cool. So I can just kind of rapidly build these out if I want. Yeah, but I screwed this up because I actually want welcome, and then I want index, and then I want... No, wait. This isn't under welcome. This is under overview? I don't know if the way he annotated this hierarchy is actually consistent. Because we have a bunch of like notes that have been moved around, and they had hierarchy in the previous layout, but I don't know if his intention is... Because this would be overview, and compare nats would be within the overview. I don't think that makes sense. Just came across something else while looking for it. Someone using RGB lights set to green for lighting the green screen. That's a thought. That would definitely make it stand out more. I don't think this is part of it. Yeah. I think I misread. I think I misread this basically. Okay, so we've got welcome, we've got overview, we've got compare nats, we've got what is nats, walk through, okay, no, this one I think the hierarchy makes sense because it's retained like a whole section. So rather than this, we're going to have core nats as a directory and then have an index and then have publish subscribe. This is kind of a pain, but let's start by copying our head matter across because we're going to need that. Let's just go through. I don't know what to write for descriptions, by the way. I don't know why I'm even bothering with this much, but oh, that's annoying. I'm curious about a longer description. Walkthrough. Okay, walkthrough, subject-based messaging, compare nats. Okay, let's just get these going first and make sure that it works. My question is basically, can we go arbitrary levels deep and still have it show up in the sidebar? And I guess if we do the config for it, well, no, because this is going off of, yeah. So does it recurse in the directories? Basically, is the question. We've got pub sub walk. We've got publish subscribe. How did I screw this up? All right, this is the last one, I think. All right, so this should all work now. Okay, let's go deeper. How do I move? I think I just rename. Yeah. So then this one we'll just do publish subscribe / walkthrough. This one should actually be index.md. And then they want request reply. That has an index. And that has a walkthrough. All right, this would be the cool one to test out that walkthrough component, but I don't think we really have walkthrough component. We just have, what is a steps component? All right, so it does the nesting. It does n levels deep. Yeah. Except the folder name sucks. The folder name being this is not great. I guess if we defined it manually instead of having it just crawl the directory, then we could control it, but then it would be really obnoxious to rebuild everything. Is there a way to like alias on the folders? Dude, I have so many tabs open. I need to close like half of these. Yeah, so what is it? It is the project structure. Interesting. Okay. I would search my tabs whenever I need someone, and since I never close any of them, it's almost always there in one of the 300 tabs. That's insane. I like Arc, but I also like closing tabs. Anything I can find again quickly, I just close. And then I have an Obsidian file where I paste links that I might want later, and I'll just pull that up, and I have a pile of links. Oh, man. Oh, that was one thing somebody was saying is for the X stream, I should pin the... Should I restart the X stream? Because then I could change the whatchamacallit. I could change the title. I don't know if I want to bother. But what's the... auto-generate directory? Alright, auto-generated groups, customizing auto-generated links in front matter. Using the sidebar front matter field to customize auto-generated links, sidebar front matter. Custom label, add a badge to a link, hide a link from the sidebar, or define a custom sort weighting. My page. But how does this work? Well, what do my index files look like? I like how that looks. Right, that's just the index based on this. Like, can I do a space? On a directory name? It's so gross. All right, what's this break? This has to break something. Just find not closing and doing percent query to be easier. Is percent query is that a thing in your browser? I mean, I know the the search terms with bookmarks. Oh man. Oh, Firefox for searching. Okay, yeah. Dude, like, is this okay? Because it hurts my soul. It's so bad. Okay, it makes it look good. Okay, but this is Starlight. So you can do it at a top level, and that allows you to define all of these. That also allows you to have an assortment of other stuff outside of those folders. So under the docs directory, you could still have other pages, and then you could reference them in a different way on the sidebar. If you wanted to have a collection of reference material or what have you, you don't need to auto include everything. You could have them all be direct links, and then group them differently in the sidebar than you have them grouped in the code. So this is nice. I mean, like most things with Astro, it's flexible enough. I feel like it can definitely fit what we're doing. I do need to use El Restromo. Why can't I? Oh, there's a scroll bar here. Okay, yeah, we have pre-roll. So I'm going to run a 3-minute ad break just to knock off the pre-roll for a good hour of work. I'm going to use the restroom, and I'm going to say goodnight to my kids because they are heading to sleep soon. So I'm going to go hang with the kids a bit. Well, very quickly, I will say goodnight. They're not going to sleep yet. There's no way. I might take a longer break later to actually put the kids down. But yeah, 3-minute break. Gonna go and pee. Be right back. We hit this. We hit the BRB screen, and then we mute. All right. So I think at this point, we will just kind of continue building stuff out. So I've got to go. All right. Is it jet stream? So it's interesting that that's only, yeah. All right, so you've got jet stream, we've got streams, we've got source and mirror streams. I'm just gonna do a macro for this. All right, so we have source and mirror streams. So it's index and example. All right, and then we've got consumers under here as well. It's under Jetstream. No, wait. Yeah, I screwed up again. Where is it? Consumers, example. The macro was silly. I realize that now. This is consumers example. Consumers example. All right. All right. There's probably a fast way to do a lot of this, but all right. Where are we at? We got object store, we got headers. These are all still under Jetstream, right? Yeah. All right, we're almost done with the Jetstream bit. And that's just... All right, we've got the object store walkthrough. Headers is the last item. All right, and then outside of the Jetstream folder, no, this is where we've got subject mapping and partitioning. Front matter doesn't match. What front matter? Consumers. Title required. Title. What am I missing? Is title required? Because title looks like it's there. Example. Key value store. Are these just not saved? Am I not saving stuff because I'm a noob? Consumers example? I did this. What? Configure Jetstream consumers example. Title required. What is this, pray tell? Do I need double quotes? This doesn't make any sense. What is happening? I'm so confused. Why does it think the title's not there? I'm tripping out, dude. What's going on? This is irritating me. Why is it, I wasn't putting my titles in double quotes at all before. Now it's back to consumers example. Make it make sense. Does not match collection schema. Title required. The title is literally right there. Is it a new line? That wouldn't make any sense. make it make sense. That changed it? What is going on with my Astro website right now? Should I be using PNPM? Maybe I shouldn't be using Bun. Bro, am I like going absolutely crazy? I'm like genuinely stuck here. Description's optional. Title's not. It's z.string. But can't you do strings in the front matters without quotes or anything? I'm so confused because I've done it both ways and it's not consistent. Index. So now it's saying index doesn't match. Index doesn't match. Now you go to index, add double quotes, save it, refresh, doesn't matter. It's got title right there. Clearly it has a title. Is it 3? Wait, no, the first ones that we did were 2, right? Oh, that one's broken. It's 3 dashes. I feel silly. This is a pretty dope song. Okay, so that was just me being an idiot. Typical. I don't know why I thought it was suddenly 2 dashes. All right. That's a capital E when it shouldn't be. Wait, this was... Oh my gosh.
Hey, chat, want to listen to a podcast for toddlers?
What? What? You want to grab my headphones?
Come here, baby.
At the blurred scene.
Oh, yeah? Sorry about that.
Y'all got
I
my
don't know what
kids'
to do. I
podcast.
guess
I'll
get
put
the
on a
other-
YouTube playlist.
I'll get the other,
No, I'll put on a YouTube
I'll get
playlist.
the other
It's fine.
iPad. Huh?
It's the Spotify account is the issue.
Yeah. You have something?
I could just use YouTube.
YouTube? Can you?
You to the tubes.
They won't get mad at you?
Maybe.
Tell me what to do.
Yeah, that works.
I'm good?
Yerp.
Okay.
So that was the kids' bedtime story y'all heard because we used Spotify for that. All right, I gotta do sound settings. That was so funny. Okay, so Spotify is going to... All right. Some classic lo-fi radio. Let me know if that's too loud. All right, cool. All right. Got 30 minutes pre-roll. Cool. Cool. All right. Well, we're just kind of grinding out the structure here. I think we've got most of this. That's kind of annoying on the formatting. How the bold or the padding change makes it jump to a second line of text. Looks pretty good. So let's compare the current NAT stocks, right? So we've got overview, compare NATs, what is NATs, walkthrough setup. You know what? I just realized it's sorting alphabetically, which may not be what we want. It's definitely not what we want. Okay, I gotta figure that out. But I'm going to take a quick BRB. Very brief, like 30 seconds. The one thing I'm missing at my desk is a charger. I thought I had a cable. Oh, wait. Yeah, this will work. Yeah, okay. All right. We are good. All right. Well, this is like pretty much the most boring code you could be doing on stream, but hey, it is just a test stream. Got a couple people hanging out. 8 viewers. Thank you all for being here. How's everyone doing tonight? Not getting distracted. All right, so I want to order this, and let's see how they have it set up here. Yeah, so I need to do some custom heuristic for the sidebar navigation here. And we can just do it in the... Perfect, so this is what I was thinking. Lower numbers are displayed higher up, yeah. So you can do it in the front matter, but how does that work for groups? No, that's just groups, auto-generated groups. Add an auto-generated group using an object with label and auto-generate properties. Must specify the directory to use. Use the... Oh, the new badge. That's kind of cool. So you can do badges. Badge variants and custom styling, custom HTML attributes. See, that's not what I need. I need a very specific thing. I need to set the sort order of a directory. So I think what I would hope happens... No, but this wouldn't make sense. I was going to say you could have something in the front matter of the index file within that directory. Yeah, it's kind of... All right, so let's go to our... What were we on? Get started was the first one we did, right? And get started... We want it to be welcome first. So sidebar order 1. That should put welcome in the first spot. Did I do the schema right? Sidebar. Yeah, sidebar order 2. So if we do welcome is 1, and overview is 2. Compare nats. So now we should get those 3 at the top. Welcome and compare nats. Did I do overview order 2? Where's overview? Why is overview down here? One put welcome at the top though, because that's not alphabetical. Why did overview not go up there? Oh, I'm an idiot. So sidebar overview. Compare nats is 3. What is nats? Would be 4. Was it 6? Yeah, so now it should be welcome overview. What is Nats? Walkthrough subject-based messaging. Compare Nats. No, compare Nats got screwed up. Yeah, there we go. In Cornets, publish, subscribe, pub sub walkthrough, request reply, walkthrough. Oh, I didn't do queue groups. Whoops. Queue groups and Nats concepts. See, this is the tricky one. So this is where if I do queue groups, no, wait. Queue groups is still Cornets. Okay, yeah. So we do queue groups, the directory, index.md, queuing, walkthrough, so this is going to be the one issue. All right. So we want... Oh. That's also a little awkward. Cornets. So that'll fix that. Request reply queue. Yeah, these aren't even... So this is the thing. I can't order the directories. So this level I couldn't order things because I can't define head matter on a directory. And subsequently, the only way I was getting... Why didn't Cornets go up to the top? The order on the index.md does apply to the directory. And apparently takes precedence in a tie. So if I put it 4, it goes here. Does this work? Wait, Cornets should be right under subject-based messaging. That allows me to do this. But if I wanted Cornets to be somewhere else here, that would be an issue, I guess. No, these indexes will control... Okay, so if that's the case, we want pub sub, then request reply. So if I go to the request reply index and add it, what would it be? It would be 1, 2, 3, 4 would be queue groups. Does this work if I leave... Yeah, publish, subscribe needs one. Publish, subscribe, request, reply, queue groups. No, but Cornets should be 1 here. So this is the problem, is because Cornets, I've defined the order as I need it for the directory. This is interesting, because is this a... I guess this is a Starlight thing. Custom sort waiting order controls the order of this page when sorting an auto-generated group of links. Lower numbers are displayed higher up in the link. Directory. Yeah, I don't know. The next thing I would check is like their Discord. I could hit them up there. And I could search, see if anybody else has asked about it. Because basically what I need is... I need like parent order. Like, because then I could use this index.md to say where this heading should be sorted. Because right now that index.md, it gives me this. So coronats, the index.md in there, I set the sort order to 2. Wait, what? Wait, did that actually change it? Why is it the second thing now? Isn't overview 3? Overview's 2. Why is this getting bumped up so much? Now I'm so confused what I broke. Wasn't this working with, no, 1 puts to the top. Should be like 7 or 8. 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It should be 7, which is what I had. And I thought that was putting it down there. So what changed? Is the existence of this publish subscribe one? Does this override it? Is this a bug? So the deepest order, any of the subpage orders override the containing directories order, but like all the way up the chain, because this is 2 levels deep. Like this isn't even request reply impacting request replies sorting among these, among its siblings. This is affecting request replies sorting, and it's impacting the coronat sorting. This for sure feels like a bug. Well, I'm not going to obsess too much about getting that then. I'm getting a little tired though, and this is kind of super boring to stream because I'm literally just copy pasting a bunch of text. Although I do say often that HTML is my favorite programming language, so I might shut down the stream, but this has worked mostly. The X stuff, I gotta figure out how to get a post out with the stream and get that all set up. But hey, if you came to hang out, thank you. I got some subs on Twitch, so thank you all for being here as always. Thank you for the follows as well. What are we at? 1658 followers? Yeah, we'll get back into the grind. I think I'm gonna try to get online tomorrow morning now that I've got the setup all going. I'm gonna pop over here because I think it is about time. If I get off now, I can say goodnight to my kids. Oh gosh. That is allowed. Oh, they have this new collaborate thing on Twitch. Weird. Dude, I followed so many people at TwitchCon that I like do not remember meeting anymore. I'm like, I remember the name. I remember having a long conversation with the person, but I go to their streams and I'm like, I don't remember hanging out. Oh, interesting. We got a couple homies that are open to the collaboration thing. Who do I want to send y'all to? Y'all want some nice music and chilling? How long have these people been live for? That's what I should check. 39 minutes. They're just getting going. 7 hours. He might be wrapping up. All right, cool. All right, we're going to go over some music friends. They were at TwitchCon. I saw them in person. It was awesome. It was fantastic. It is Courtney and Ashley, CA in LA. There's some great homies. Go over, give them some love. Thank you for hanging out if you hung out today. This was a test stream, kind of kicking the tires on things and getting everything going. We still got the green screen up. But yeah, hope everyone has a good night. It's been real. I'll get some more lights set up to hopefully make the green screen a little higher quality. But yeah, otherwise, I think this went pretty darn good. Got most of the things set up that I need to. Hope everyone has a great night. Take it easy and say hi to my friends.